go to my screen. Bam. All right. So yeah, welcome to my Netflix library. Yeah, Corey Carson is a good show. Not gonna lie, it's hilarious. And if you haven't watched Alpha Blocks or Number Blocks, the way they teach is so good. I'm like, why didn't I learn like this when I was a kid? Man. But then again, we didn't have video on demand back in the 80s. You'd have to keep flipping the channels, or like was in the 90s you had Fox Kids and whatnot. Anyways, uh Josh, that's how I do things too. Yeah, fake it till you become it. Darshan, hi Pixel Geek. Hello Darshan. So Harsh says that he has his Webflow vaccine and he's now good creating good websites. Oh, I didn't know they're passing out vaccines. All right, so how do you make a gallery like this where it's horizontal scroll? All right, and then it's basically a slider, but all of this is actually coming from Webflow collections. How does that happen? How do you do it in Webflow? Well, it's possible, and I figured it out. And I was like, oh my god, I gotta tell the world. And so here I am, telling the world. So, Google Slick Slider. I know I've done a tutorial about this before, but now I'm going even deeper because I've learned even more about how to do this, or how to like even manipulate it more. Excuse me. Okay, so Slick Slider. It's a way to just add jQuery and get a slider. Okay, so here's the simplest example. Let me zoom in. So single item. So single item is the class name, and then you just initiate the plugin. Slick. Cool. Done. Simple. But what if you want multiple items? Then you tell it, okay, infinite, meaning once you get to the third page, it wraps around back to the first page. Slides to show 3. So it's every time you click, it'll show 3 slides. And then slides to scroll. How far do you scroll? How many slides do you scroll? Super simple. And then this one I really like, responsive display. So if you can set breakpoints based on the pixel width of pixel width of the canvas, and you can do different settings per breakpoint. So that's pretty cool. Variable width. Oh, I didn't play with this one yet, but that's really cool. That you can have variable width. Center mode true, meaning the thing that's in focus is centered. So see how this cuts cut off a little right here. So yeah, this is really, and this one. So this feature of Slick Slider is the chef's kiss, because like the Webflow slider, the default Webflow slider, it doesn't have adaptive height. So what Webflow slider does, it takes the height of the tallest element you have. Okay, say you have like, and I've seen this used a lot, using sliders for testimonials. So say you have a testimonial that's like 2 lines long, and then you have a testimonial on slide 5 or something, and it's 3 paragraphs long for some reason, right? So Webflow will take the tallest height. It'll find the tallest height of the slides and use that as its height. While the one with the 2 lines, it looks like it's like small, and then you have all this negative space. You have all this negative space under it, and you're like, why? And you don't understand until you get to the 5th slide, and it's like, and it shows the whole 3 paragraph stuff, and you're like, oh, that's why. It doesn't have adaptive height, whereas this one, it does. So the slider will shrink to the 2 lines, and then once you get to the 5th line, it'll expand. So I'm like, yeah, that is rad. Do kids still use rad? See, look at that. Radical. Akut, want me to code adaptive height with Webflow sliders, but then I help my competitor. I do what you want, man. Do what you want. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. I mean, center mode too. Like look at that. So cool. Anyways, a. Oh wait, no, he doesn't do thumbs. He does, yeah, a. Anyways, really cool. Google it, and that's what we're gonna be focusing on. All right, so let's get to building. All right, so I have 5 categories, and all it is Webflow collection with a name, description, icon, color, and blog posts. All I have is name, main image, and a video. All right, so in the blog posts, oh wait, I need to delete all of these. I need to make a single reference. Hold, please. Cowabunga. Oh, Ninja Turtles. They have a new video game coming out for Switch, I think. Right? Yeah. Let's see here. We're going to call this category. And it's going to be a single reference. Single reference to categories. Yeah, there we go. Save field. Save collection. And now I can create sample items. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Cool. And so we have this data. Yay. Cool. Done. All right. Now that we have our collections built, and again, the collections are very simple. It's just a category and blog post has a single reference field over back to the categories. That's it. Cool. Now let's get to building. All right. We're going to do one category first. All right. So here is how I set it up. Or did I forget how? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just go. We'll bring in a collection list. And we'll connect this collection list to our blog posts. And what's in each blog post? All right. So each blog post, we're going to have like a link block. Cool. And that link block is going to go to the current blog post. All right. So it's going to go to current blog post. And then inside of there, we're going to add an image. Get image from main image. Cool. And then this link block, let's go ahead and round it out. So we're going to say, we'll just call it link for now. And we're going to give it a border radius of like 20. Overflow hidden. There we go. I want that rounded edge. So I have to do overflow hidden. Cool. And I think I'm good on styling. I think, we'll fix it. Actually, let's add some padding. Okay, cool. So add some padding. And let's make the body black. We're going to give the body a background color of black. Bam. Okay, cool. All right. So obviously, we're not doing a horizontal scroll here. Everything is vertical, right? But the plugin actually does the whole layout for you. So I think that's all you have to do. And I say I think because I'm second guessing myself as I go through this. But hey, we all learn, right? I want to get the responsive one. There you go. I like this one. So I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to copy this code and paste it in here. Script. All right. Hold on. I'll explain. If you're scared of code, don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. I'm here to help. Let me find the slick.js. Where are you? Get it now. There we go. Copy. slick.js. So that's the actual plugin file right here that I've just pasted in. All right. All right, so responsive. Okay, we're good. All right. Let me save and let me rename this. So what I'm going to rename is the collection list, not the wrapper, but the list. All right. So we're going to take the collection list and call it blog slider. I don't know. Blog slider. Cool. Done. Okay. So now that we called it blog-slider, I'm going to go to the code that I copy pasted. Okay. And now this right here, $sign is jQuery. And I'm saying, hey, jQuery, find the class name of blog-slider and any elements within it, we're going to make it a slider. Okay? So, we don't need the dots. I don't think Netflix has the dots. Infinite, meaning does it wrap around? We'll say false for now. And the speed of which the animation when you're sliding, 300 milliseconds. Slides to show, let's do 6. But slides to scroll, let's do 1 at a time. Okay? So responsiveness, if it's 1024 pixels wide or lower, the canvas size, let's set that to 4. And slides to scroll 1. We don't need the infinite. We don't need the dots. And 600, we'll say 2, 1, and then that's it. We can just delete the rest because I don't need a smaller breakpoint than that. So let's delete. I think I'm deleting the right number of curly braces. Yeah, okay, right there. Right? Yeah, I hope so. Whatever. Life goes on. So I thought I pressed delete. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, so I've added the slick slider, and I also need the CSS. So I'm going to copy this right here and paste the CSS up here in the head tag. And nothing works on the first try. Nothing works on the first try. But if it does, then I meant it. If it doesn't, then I meant that as well. All right? So here we go. Yeah, see? I meant it. It worked. That's it. All right, stream's over. Bye. No, just kidding. There's more. There's more. So that easy. You don't have to style it inside of Webflow. Wait, what happened to my styles? My random, or not my random, my rounded. Border radius 20. Oh, it's because I added a padding, huh? Yeah, I gotta get rid of that padding. So I'll apply the rounding to the actual image instead. So let me fix this real quick. Delete the radius, and this one right here, we'll say it's 10. There we go. Publish. There you go. Refresh. Cool. So yeah, previous and next. Cool. That easy. That easy. That easy. Ah! Flick slider. So good. So good. Let's keep going. So, another thing I learned is what I was trying to do was, again, there's not just one category. There's a lot. There's a lot of rows. All right. So how do you fix it for multiple rows? So I thought, let me just copy and paste. And there we go. So copy, paste, and it should work, right? Well, I already gave it away, but it's not going to work. Hi to Ron. Finally made it in time for the live. Oh, welcome, Ron. Welcome. Glad you made it. And again, don't stress yourself over to get here live. If you can watch in a recording, that's totally fine too. Dominic, welcome. Mo Ice, Dab. Oh, I'm scared to dab on stream. I don't know if I'm old or young. I don't know where to. I just know that TikTok and Snapchat is above my head now, but I still know how to use Twitter. So, anyways, check this out. If I go like this, there you go. The first one. Wait. How come it's? Wait, how come it's working? It didn't work when I was. I guess it's that easy. I guess when I did my client project, I made it too hard for myself. But okay. Today I learned. I guess you can copy paste the whole thing. All right. Well, now that we know that we can copy paste the whole thing and it's that easy, then what's wrong with my code? Let's go ahead and go even further and set filters. So this filter will say this one is category equals the first one. Non cubisdam nulla. I speak Latin. And the sort order will just say name. Cool. And let's put these in sections. All right. Maybe they upgraded. Yeah, maybe they did. Text. No, not text link. Oh, no, let's see that heading. And put the heading up. H2, put it up here, and then this one, we got to copy paste the name of the category. There you go. And let's make the text white. And the section, or actually this one, it's just 20. There we go. Cool. So let's delete these and copy paste. Right, these sections, let's give it margin like 42 on the top and bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have 5 sections. Yeah, 5 categories. Tempora. Tempora. And then go to here. And this one says, Ut sint ulam os. I'm probably like incanting some weird wizardry thing or something. Doctor Strange. Anyways, hold on. Alright. Ut sed corrupti. Rerum id. Alright. So let's go back up and set the filters. So this one is rerum. This one is... There we go. Let's set... And then this one is unt sint illum. There we go. And then last one, tempora. All right, so there we go. Now, if I publish, I mean, I guess we're good. The only annoying thing about this is that you cannot see your changes live in the Webflow client. Yep, agreed. I mean, it gets annoying after a while because you have to publish. And if you have a large site, and the client site that I'm working on, where I did this idea, it is large. It has a photo gallery of over 120 items. And when you press publish and you just want to do it for one page, Like I seriously press publish and then I surf Twitter and I'm like waiting. But anyways, yeah, when it comes to using custom code, you can only see it on the live version, not inside of Webflow. But there we go. Oh, things broke. Maybe this is what happened. Things broke. Like, look at how previous and next is down here. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, so that only has 1. That has 5. This is the only one with a lot. Okay. Oopsie. Alright, so it didn't really break. But how come it's not all the way to the left? I don't have centering. I don't have the code to center it. Like, the code to center it is center mode. True. But I don't have that. So, excuse me? Yep, Josh. Yeah. So maybe that's why I was like had to do some other custom code to make it happen. So it's funny how this one, well, because they don't. Let's make these bigger by setting these to like slides to show is not 6. Let's make it 2. The reason why is because some of them, so this has more than 2, this has more than 2, this only has 1. So, I mean, here, let me move one of these to rerun id. Because I want to do the pagination, but some of them don't have enough. So, show the category. Let's see here. Let me move. Oh yeah, this one has a lot. So I'm going to move 2 of these to rerun id. So this one, save, and this one. Hi, Ran. Save. Cool. All right, let's publish again. So because I said show 2 slides, the boxes are going to get bigger. Yeah, see? They're huge. Okay. There we go. So that one works. That one. Sam! Sam! What are you doing? Thank you so much. Yeah, it works. Okay, cool. So you just need more than the amount you have for the slides, okay? And then it works. Cool, it works. Why wasn't it this easy when I was working on my client project? So there it is. That's cool. I thought this was gonna be a longer stream. Cause like I had to find some code. Here's the other code that I found. Right here. I had to do some extra stuff and then name the sliders and whatnot, but no, I don't have to do that anymore. Wow. Okay, so that's man, is this a short stream today? Because I didn't expect it to work that well. All right, let's go even further. Let's see here. So you don't know. So how do you put the arrows? Okay, so let's go ahead and make some arrows. And let me see here. Let me inspect. What do they? Select next arrow button. Okay, so I had to make my own buttons, so maybe that's why my client project I have to had to find extra code for. So let's see. So these buttons right here, they're basic default buttons, not styled, no CSS, whatever. So we're gonna make our own. Penny's already asking. Dominic, for these, I let Pixel Geek community members request a clonable version, so I've locked it down for only community members. So if you want to join the community and you want to request, do it through the community, and yeah. So I make a clone of it and transfer it to your Webflow account. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see here. All right, so what I'm going to do is each section is going to have a position relative, and then inside of there I'm going to add a link block. Actually, no, not a link block. It doesn't need to be a link. It can be a div block, and this one we're gonna say is slider dash arrow with a position of absolute. And then for the left one, or previous, let's call it prev. There you go. Absolute to the left. So I want it to hug the left of its parent. And we're going to give that a padding of, say, that's a lot. Let's go, we'll go 20. Cool, 20. And then inside of here, we can also, oh, hold on, back to the parent. I need to make this flex because I want the arrow text box to be vertically centered and horizontally centered inside of this div. So I'm gonna do that. All right. Oh, thanks, Mo Ice. Yeah. Like the video if you actually like it. This stream is all about empathy and honesty and empathy. So if you actually like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, then go ahead and put a thumbs down. All right, so we're back here, and inside the slider arrow, let's just put a basic text box. And inside of here, I'm gonna put the less than sign. Let's go ahead and style this font. Let's say 32 with the height of 1.3 dash, and it's white. Let's make it bold. That's right. Where is that arrow? I don't see it. Oh, it's hidden in the plant. It's right here. Okay, let's make it bigger, like 42. Cool. And let's also add some gradients. Some gradients to this. See, let's throw this even more. There we go. Let's add a gradient to the background. So I'm on the previous combo class gradient because we want it to kind of hold on. You'll see what I mean. Calm down. All of you in the back, calm down. It's happening. There we go. So I want to do this kind of a thing. There we go. Cool. And then bring this out. Yeah. So it looks like it's fading out to the side. All right. So there we go. And now I'm going to just, let's see here. Also on the parent class, we need to make the cursor a pointer. So it's not a link block, but I want to fake a link block. So, yeah, just make the cursor a hand when someone hovers over it. All right. All right. So copy paste, and this slide arrow, I'm going to duplicate the class, and we're going to call it next. All right, so it's next, and the linear gradient, I'm just gonna set this, I'm gonna flip it with this button right here. Missy Elliott, reverse. There we go. And then we're going to move this to the right. There we go. And double click and change this to the greater than sign. And we should be good. So now I have to tell SlickSlider, hey, don't use your own buttons, use mine. And so the cool thing about SlickSlider is you just tell it your arrows. So let me look for, let's see here. Find arrows. Append arrows? Change to where the, no, previous, okay, cool, yeah. So I can tell SlickSlider what's the class name of my previous arrow and what's the class name of my next arrow. So I'm gonna go back to my code. And then right here, I can say, hey, my previous arrow is called, has a class name of priv, and then my next arrow has a class name of next. Again, things do not work on first try. If it does, then, oh no. Haha, it didn't work. I think so. I think this is where things got kind of weird. Oh, yeah, that's why it got weird, because I had custom arrows, and so it couldn't figure out which arrow was to what slider. That's why. Okay, now it makes sense. All right, so this doesn't work. That's fine, but let's add these arrows to the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to add previous to here, next, previous. Let me just add it there. And then next. So I have all the arrows. And now I'm going to change up my code, because this is what this other code that I found means. All right. So I'm giving a slider a number, and then I'm taking that slider name and adding the number to it. And so when we're doing this whole SlickSlider stuff, it's targeting separate arrows. I am not explaining this correctly. Akut, can you try creating a div with the class SlickPriv? Maybe that's the answer. Should it be SlickPriv instead? Akut with the save once again. If this works. I'm going to rename this to Slick Previous, and this one is Slick Next. If this works, then why am I even here? Nope, doesn't work. Does it have to? It doesn't have to be a link. Does it have to be a link? All right, well, that didn't work, but it's okay. Good try. Slick next. Okay, so next. All right. So what I'm going to do is my way for now and what I learned. And so let me get this. There we go. And I'll explain. Wait, what did I copy? Oh yeah, okay. So let me explain. Okay, each. Oh, and then Slick is inside of there, right? Hold on, talking to myself. Speak amongst yourselves. Josh, so you're treating a class almost like an ID, or all of them will be unique, so nothing is overridden. Yeah, exactly. Josh, thank you. All right, let me just copy this whole thing. Jeez. This is the code that works. So let me just copy this whole thing, paste it. Okay, there we go. So I have my class name of blog slider, right? And jQuery is going to look for each blog slider, right? And there's 5 of them. So each one do this looping function, all right? So function key item. So the key is whatever the slider ID name is. So I need to give each arrow a different name on the ID. So how to do that is this slider arrow. I'm going to give this ID of, what did I give it? Hold on. I gave it, slider ID is 1. Oh yeah, slider, so it starts at 0, right? Or no, slider 1. We'll try slider 1. Wait, no. Okay, here. Slider 0. So I'm gonna, I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. Slider, and then, okay, yeah. Okay. So right here, slider arrow, the ID is slider 1 dash previous, all right? And the other one is slider 1 dash next. And then I just do that for the rest. I don't think it's 1. I think it's supposed to be 0. Damn it, now I gotta check my check my work on my client's site. Hold please. Well, I'm gonna show you guys the site once it goes live, which is like in the middle of this month. So soon. Wrong password. View source. Nope. Does it start at 0 or does it start at 1? That's all I'm trying to figure out. It starts at 0. Okay. All right. So this is supposed to be 0. So we start. So computers start at 0. All right. So there we go. And then from here, this one is going to be slider 1 previous, and the next one is going to be slider 1 next, and just rinse and repeat. This is slider 2 previous, this is slider 2 next. Let me just delete the other ones because I don't want to keep going. Three is a charm, right? All right. So we have the 3 arrows, and then lastly, so what this is saying is, sorry, there we go. So what I'm saying is, find the slider name of slider and give it a number. So slider 0, slider 1, slider 2. And we're gonna make the slider name. Slider name is, the ID is hashtag or hash slider ID name, and so previous arrow, next arrow is whatever the slider ID is, and then with a pending of previous and next. Makes sense? If it doesn't, just ask for a clone. All right. Here we go. Oh, that looks not good. Oh, because I didn't. Let's fix this. Slides to show 2. Let's just 2, 1. Because I didn't put the slides to show 2. Try again. Yes. See, I told you I know what I'm doing. We got through it. Oh. And I probably lost some of you all. You're like, Nelson, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Nick, I'm still here. I'm debating if I should share it. Do it, Nick. Share. Share your work. The hardest thing to do is sharing. I know, because you don't want to show unfinished work. At the same time, you're scared of feedback. To be honest, that's what I do every stream. Like, I was actually kind of sweating when I was like, how come it's not working? But I figured it out, so yay. No, I'm not gonna dab. I'm too old for dab. Yeah. Let's do one more thing. So one thing I also learned is that, look, if I can't scroll backwards, why should I even have an arrow? So I looked at the code and noticed that it has slick disabled. So that means that they disable the arrow if you can't use it. So what you can do is take that class name and go to your CSS and just say slick hidden or slick disabled. Those are the two class names that slick slider uses. And just do a display none. So I'm going to copy that and paste it into my actual code. Publish. Oh yeah, if Betty White can dab. Is there a note field or something that you can... Hold on. There's a password on it. Can you DM me on Twitter the password to your project? Cool. Done. Wait, it's not showing now. I don't understand life. How come I don't see it anymore? I don't know. I'm over it. Ah! Wait, it's up here. Oh, because they did display block. And it has to be flex. You'll figure it out. It works. But, dang it. Okay. Do I have to add another? Okay, fine. Yeah, whatever. I'll do it after stream. But yeah, so Netflix style gallery is possible inside of Webflow. Thanks to Slick Slider. It is an awesome slider. You can do so much with it. You can mess with the CSS. You can, he's happy about it, even though this is an ad for something completely different, Azure AI. He's happy about Azure, but he's also happy about Slick. I'm happy about Slick. I'm happy that I found it. Thank you to the Google bots and whatnot. But like, yeah, try this out. So yeah, it is possible. Try it out. Man, I thought that was going to go much better, but whatever. We got through it. And you guys stuck around and said, yeah, this stream is still valuable, I think. All right. Don't make it over Webflow CSS, just add the style on the per custom. Oh, wait. What? Wait, A-Quit with the save? Hold on. So, oh, okay. I think I know what you mean. So slick arrow. So instead of calling it slider arrow, let me call it, what is it called? Slick arrow? Slider arrow. Okay. All right. It still does that weird thing. Maybe because it's my CSS. It does display block though, instead of, and I have to. A-Quit is yelling at me right now. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'm over it. Slick the visibility hit. When did I? I'm today years old when I learned about CSS visibility equals hidden. Wait. Wait, display none. Click me and it'll be removed. Click me and it'll be high. I'm today years old when I first learned about visibility. My God. All right, all right, all right. I'm today years old. Wow. Visibility. If it's hidden, it'll still show the cursor, right? Yeah, but I mean, it still goes to this cards link instead of the. Yeah, this works. Man, thank you. Again, A-Quit. It works. It works.